Today I'm going to be showing you the absolute best method to macro cakes the brand new anniversary event inside Anime Vanguards to get shiny Dio and all the brand new shiny units. Without further ado, make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the video. So as you know, macro and get the new currency, you have to head over to the new dungeons area. And inside the dungeons area, if you click create a match, you'll see the anniversary dungeon. Now there's 9 acts to this, and as you go up, the acts get harder and harder and harder. Act 8 is the hard one, and once you get past Act 8, it takes like 15 minutes or 20 minutes per run on Act 8. You actually unlock Act 9. Now Act 9 is pretty easy, and that's what we're going to be macroing. So you have to get through all of them first and get to Act 9. That's the stage that gives the most cakes for the less time spent. So we want to get to Act 9, and that's the stage we're going to be macroing. Now as for your team, you do not have to be using the exact same team as me, but for the fastest clears, this is the team you're going to want to be using. Some kind of like main DPS unit over here. Another main DPS unit that's going to be using to kill the bosses faster. Kaguya, because she follows the bosses around and will always make sure to kill the bosses, like even if they get out of her range. And then Vanguard Sanction will also just another DPS unit that's going to kill the bosses faster. So you want 3 like main DPS units, and then Kaguya. Hopefully you do have Kaguya because she's an insane unit. You definitely need to get her ASAP. But these 3 main DPS units and some sort of unit like Kaguya, or just a unit with a ton of range like Uryu that can attack anywhere on the map. That's what we're going to be using for this 3rd slot. I'm going to be using InformaalTask for this. Now, I'm not going to show you guys how to install InformaalTask, but if you want to install it, just search it up on Google, InformaalTask download. Literally, that'll be the first link that pops up. You download this. Your settings, you can just copy mine. I haven't changed anything. So, create match, Act 9. Make sure it's Act 9. Click start, and we're going into the game. So you want to position yourself sort of like around where I am now, with your camera max zoomed out, on this tree or on this mountain, like anywhere here is where you want to position yourself. I'm gonna do it on this tree so I can see the most. And then before you start anything, you want to first die and lose so that you can start with the retry screen on. The reason you want to be able to see the full map of this area is because, as you can see, one of the bosses spawns down here, and if you place here, you can wait for these bosses to walk all the way here before you can kill them. And the bosses are extremely slow, so you can have like a 5 to 10 minute clear time if you place all the way back here. That's why I want to place here and place here to get like the most efficient clear times possible. Once you're on the failed retry screen is when you can start making your macro. So Control R to start recording. You want to click retry a few times just to make sure it goes through. Then you want to click yes a few times, and then I'm going to be placing my Kaguya right here to take out that first boss that spawns there. Kaguya will take out that boss. As you can see, she's teleporting to him, and she's always going to like remain locked onto that boss until he's dead. And then she also help out killing Paisef, which is one of the final bosses that actually spawns right here as well, with like a few 100,000 HP. Once Kaguya takes down that boss, next boss will spawn. You can start placing down another DPS unit. So I'm gonna place down Broly right over there. Now just keep in mind, you don't have to be using the same units I'm using. Like, you don't need monarchs at all. You can use normal units. I'm just using monarchs because I have them. Once that boss is taken down, you can place your next DPS unit right here alongside Broly. I'll take out this first lane bosses much quicker here. Then you can start doing some farming. Place down your speed wagons, give them some upgrades. Now with InformaalTask, you don't have to like spam click or like spam click over here or anything like that. It actually like registers perfectly 1-to-1. So you don't have to do any of that. You can just play the game normally and it'll do everything the exact same way you did. I can see it's got a bit of shield. Once the shield's gone, our units will kill the boss. Yeah, our speed wagons upgraded max. And once I have my speed wagons max, what I like to do is start upgrading my Sukuna. Obviously, don't use Sukuna without the Vanguard familiar. Make sure you get that familiar before you even consider using this guy. I like to upgrade my Sukuna a bit. I normally get him to about upgrade 5 and then I stop. So one more upgrade and then we're going to stop upgrading him. Now the reason for that is I actually like to stop here. Just take a break real quick and place back here Vanguard Sanction Wu right there. So, and we can start upgrading this guy a bit so you can take down the boss that spawns here. I like to get this guy doing like 100k HP or 100k damage before I move back to upgrading my Sukuna. I'm gonna give him one more upgrade. There we go. Oh, that's fine. I'm gonna move back to my Sukuna and Broly. Just get them some upgrades. I think I'm gonna move on to Broly now so you can do some more damage instead of Sukuna carrying. Yeah, this is the boss I'm talking about. This Paisef that spawns back there. That's why you need to place a DPS unit here and over here at the front for the best clear times. We want to place units there. Paisef will go ahead and will die from our Vanguard Sanction Wu. You can sell him if you want. You can like use him for some more money, whatever you want. But I'm actually going back to upgrade my Sukuna because Broly's low-key so expensive. Completely forgot. So I'm going to go back to upgrade my Sukuna. One more wave here. There we go. We got Sukuna max. And this is actually the final boss. It's yourself. So there we go. We just finished the raid. Then you want to wait like 10 seconds just in case there's a bit of a delay between when you recorded, between when you killed the boss and when you killed like the next time. Like in case your units like need one extra attack or something. We waited enough time there. Let's click through. Just spam click a few more times in case you got like more rewards or something like a bug. And once you clicked a few times, you can end the recording and it will be saved. You can click save so you can use it in the future like without having to re-record it. Or you can just start playing it right away. Control L to start playing. It's going to repeat the exact same things you did. As you can see here, my hands are off the mouse. You can hear me clapping. You can hear me clapping right now. My hands are off the mouse, and you can see it's placing down all the units just like I wanted it to. Starting out with Kaguya. As you can see, it's placed down my Sukuna now. I'll go ahead and speed up the rest of the clip for you guys so you don't have to watch the entire thing over again. And as you can see, it's replaying again. It started again. So I'm just going to actually end it right here. There we go. That is how you macro this stage. You can get about 1 million cakes overnight by doing this. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.